I never enjoy when things like these happen. Like, for example, what was done to MP Denis, Cornwall, St. Patrick's East. But over 10 months ago, and even before that, for years, I have been saying to the gentleman in the public space that eventually I believe they would have threw him under the bus, so to speak, and would have sidelined him. So this is the level of political acuity that we have here at the GSDP, okay? That is why we could have predicted all of this. As you can see, as I just showed you, the videos that we made months upon months ago explaining that this was possible. You can take a look at it in your spare time. It's actually on our channel. So I am not surprised that this has happened. I would like to congratulate him for standing his ground, because I believe that the gentleman realized that he could no longer go along with the Polaris SHAM. He understands, being the chief financial officer, that you cannot take 75% of your GDP, and that's what it will be. Polaris is a $750 million job. It's not a $250 million as they have touted to you. That's only to get the structure built. But that white elephant will cost $750 million, $750 million. And Mr. Denis Cornwall suspects that. We have said it in the public domain. So he knows that that is not wise financial advice to take 3/4, basically, of your GDP and invest in one white elephant. And I believe that is why he stood his ground, and eventually things came to a head. And of course, I could imagine that the gentleman in charge, the current prime minister, does not like being challenged. You know, it's just like the old PRG boys and them back in the days. They never liked people who are as smart or have cojones as much as they do. They want people who they believe are inferior to them around them. But anytime you challenge them, then there's a problem. They'll say all sorts of indecent things about you. So I believe Mr. Denis Cornwall saw the truth and he couldn't take it anymore. And I know in the short run, you might have some issues, but in the long run, Grenadians will be grateful to you for standing your ground, for standing up to them. And that is the intention, you know, of the Brits when they set up this whole parliamentary system. Okay? So if you feel as an MP you're elected by the people of your constituency, and you feel that your party or the leader of your party is not going the right way and is not doing what is in the best interest of the people of Grenada, then you absolutely have a right to challenge that. Okay? That is the check and the balance in the system. So you exercise that check and balance. And we Grenadians, nationalist patriot Grenadians, believe in you and respect you. If there were people with cojones like yourself during the PRG, when socialist Marxist was active, as in some respects they are currently in the NDC, because again, I keep reiterating it, many of you are young, you don't know, and many of you who should know forgot or don't realize who is behind the scenes and how much the infiltration has taken place. So, in this current system of things, where the NDC is hijacked by socialist Marxists, I like the fact that you were able to stand up to your comrades. I know you have sacrificed much. Visa restrictions. Now they've sidelined you. Imagine you believed in the cause. You were so zealous at the beginning of this cause, and everyone got caught up in this sensationalism. But I warned everyone about it. Okay? And now you've sacrificed so much, and this is how they repay you. This is how they treat you. They've sidelined you. Okay? But I want you to know It's the same thing in some respects that happened during the PRG. I know you're very familiar with that, okay? There are people who broke their backs and worked arduously to try to see this revolution, as they would have called it, work, okay? And in the end, these are the people who got nothing. These are the people who were sidelined. These are the people who were mistreated. And in this year time, we see the same thing happening because the players have not changed, okay? The people, their mentality, their attitude, okay? Their unwillingness to appreciate being challenged has not changed. Their megalomaniac attitude has not changed. And that is why they will work to bring down men like yourself. But thank you so much, Grenadian people. Thank you for standing up to them, okay? For letting them realize that taking $750 million, which represent 3/4 almost of your GDP, and pump it into a white elephant Polaris, that you are not on board with that. And that is why you will see they'll treat you the way they treated you. They abandoned you. They derailed you. You didn't fail them. They failed you. And you must understand that. So any pertinent actions you take in the direction of your interests and Grenada's national interests would be a good thing. Again, thanks for standing against the Polaris white elephant.